Hello world, I'm NaCole. I'm from Reb's community. I am one of the protectors and one of the core beginning alters who were in the system since a long time ago. I've been in the body since the body was around 6 years old, and at the time I came in as an older alter. I could not physically get into the body till we were about 11 and a half, and a couple of traumatic episodes I just pushed out finally. There's nothing any worse than being in the body, watching the body be abused and not being able to get into it and do anything to stop it. I was a protector. I wanted to stop what was happening to my family, to the people that I cared about. And finally, at 11, there was a situation where the grandmother was being extremely evil, and I came out and blatantly defied what she had told us. And when she came in the room, I don't know if it was a look or what it was, because she's like, "Didn't I tell you not to?" And I just looked at her, and she walked out of the room. The next episode was when our grandfather decided to draw a rifle on the body because the body wouldn't do the things that he wanted them to do, that no grandfather had any right doing with a child. And I came out, he pointed the gun in my face, and he said, "If you don't do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to shoot you." And I told him, "Every time you touch us, it's like you're killing us, so just go ahead and pull the fucking trigger. Do us a favor." He told me I was crazy, and he put the gun down and walked away. We were 11 and a half years old, and he never touched us after that. Of course, we ended up leaving with the grandmother when we were 13 and going to Texas anyway. But he never touched us after that. You know, he abused the body from the time it was 2 until that day. He stopped a lot of things once our period had started at 11, but there were still things he was trying to force the body to do. And I believe the grandmother knew. I will always believe that. There is no way that that woman laid on a sofa 2 feet from our bed and didn't know what was going on. Why did you put the child in the bed with your husband anyway? Why didn't you put the child on the sofa? And so that's just some of the things. I did become wild in the teenage years, and I damaged the body. I made some very poor choices, some very bad decisions. I won't justify them. I will just say it's very common in a protector to become that way. Also, with the training that we had received from the mind controlling when we were an infant, I really believe that that put a callus in there for us to become more promiscuous and more wild. And usually when a child is being sexually abused, they'll go one of 2 ways. They will become very inverted and not want to date, not want to put on makeup, not want to do anything that will draw that attraction to themselves, or they become very extroverted and look for what they have become accustomed to and become extremely promiscuous. I guess some of us might have went the inverted way, and I definitely went extroverted, very much so. I was, you know, I got in a lot of situations that I wish we had never gotten in, with drugs, alcohol, a I don't even know what you call it. I guess nowadays it'd be considered a gang that was pretty much running the school, an adult bunch of people who were running our high school and using the girls in our high school. So I'm sure that I put a lot of extra strain and things on the body that it never needed. I think each of us had a hand, those of us that come out, had a hand in the body becoming the way it is today. And I think each of us are pretty good about it, accepting that responsibility. Um, Tammy realizes if she hadn't have tried so hard to be completely normal and not need any help, be able to take care of the kids on her own, take care of the house on her own, because we'd always been told that if we ever did have children, even though we were told having sex would kill us, you don't know how many times I wanted to tell them I'm not dead, and I just did it last night, but that was just the rebellion in me. And yeah, as LaDonna said, working. You know, she spent many, many hours working that she shouldn't have. We stayed at parties too late because God forbid that we could leave. You know, somebody might look at our boyfriend. And all this time we were being told by doctors, from the time I can remember, to do pressure reliefs, to lay down every so often. And I guess up until 2004, we really didn't follow any protocol on those things. We were, as I call it, driving 90 miles an hour down an interstate blind to be normal. And now I say to people who have a spinal cord injury or who are in a wheelchair, don't push to be so normal that you damage your body. So, enough harping on that. Now, back to makeup. I love makeup. I have been dabbling in the makeup since I could climb up to the grandma's little dresser and mess in it. Even when I couldn't get in the body, I was teaching the other ones how to mess in it. About 12 or 13, we started wearing a lot of makeup. We were in Cardinal Hill Hospital, so we weren't around the parents, who would have definitely not approved. When we were about 13, I guess they decided to give us this teen makeup kit. It was basically a bunch of natural colors to make you feel like you were putting on makeup. So all my teen years, I would do my makeup at home, my hair, my clothes, and go to high school and completely change it all around. So I have experience doing makeup. Like, I saw a video the other day, and this woman was trying to put her makeup on without a mirror. Well, I've done that so many times I can't even remember. We went into a rehab place one time. It was a drug rehab. And when we went there, I think the grandmother knew. She didn't tell us. All of our makeup were in containers we couldn't keep. Now, she had read the rules. She could have helped us, but that's another story. And so there I am. All the other girls have makeup. And so I figured out ways to do it. I took Vaseline and Crayolas and made my eyeshadow, my eyeliner, my lipstick. I can even remember taking the peach color and like putting it underneath my eyes and stuff. And just took the Vaseline, shaved off the Crayola, and mixed it up in there and used that. So I've done makeup on a bus. I've done makeup while someone else was driving. Makeup and sex I've done in a lot of places, but I hope to show y'all some tips and things that I've been doing for a long time that just now are coming out. Like I said, I've used Vaseline or lip gloss to hold my eyeshadow on back before they came up with all the eyeshadow creams and primers and things to hold it on with. Now, what I did tonight did not have any lip gloss. Usually I use a clear or pinkish lip gloss to put all over the eye and then put the makeup there. And it keeps the eyeshadow on longer and it makes it more vibrant. Tonight, I just simply cleaned my entire face and used my contour kit, which I'm hoping to get better pointers on using. That is a new thing for me. And then I did my eyes. I did them in a very light color on the inside because my eyes are close together. So if I want to go with a color, I need to put it closer to the outside, which will pull the eyes away from each other. Where if I put the dark on the inside, I'm only going to make the eyes look closer together, which our eyes don't need to look. I've been working on making sure that we don't have the spots under our eyes. We found a cream from Beverly Hills, and we tried that for a while. I'd still like to give it a go, start on it and actually keep doing it. It is hard to do things like that when there's other people, Angel's the host, and getting your time to come out to do your regimen for the body. I mean, it could be an all-night thing if you think about it. And so it's hard to get into a regimen that you can maintain. Eyelashes, I've been seeing people use the fake ones. I never could use them. I don't know for sure that I need them. I don't think we have as much lash under here anymore. What I do is when I line the eyes, I kind of mark them and try to make them a little better. I use the contour kit to draw in the eyebrow part where it's missing. I use the dark brown in there. I use the white under my eyes, but then I come back with a creamier color after I've blended it all in. So let me know what y'all think, if you've got any other ideas for helping us stay young. It's hard to believe that the body we're in is 51 years old because I still feel 19 sometimes. But I wanted to introduce myself. I wanted to say if anyone out there would like us to do a tutorial on makeup, to please let us know in the comments. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share our videos. Once we get to 100, we're going to start making some really interesting videos that I think can touch on everything. I mean, when you've got 50 plus 1 people, you can talk about most topics and have someone who is willing to carry on that conversation. I like sports. I'm not a big football fan. I've watched it. I'm not a big fan. I do love baseball, basketball. I love car racing. Dale Earnhardt was one of my favorite racers, and he said something that we try to use in the body to live our life. He was in a race one time, and his car kept having every issue you could think of. Finally, I mean, he has duct taped the car to keep it running in the race. And he came in second. And the reporter said to him, why did you, keep going? And she's like, you didn't win, but you still seem happy. And he said, if you can look back and realize that you gave it your all, win or lose, you are still a champion. And I believe in that. And we definitely try to live that way. So, if you don't succeed the way you want to succeed, just look back and ask yourself, did I give it everything? Was there something more I could have done? Or did I try my very hardest? And like I said, win or lose, succeed or fail, you're still a champion. And you pick yourself up by the bootstraps and you try it for another round. You realize if you made it through whatever you just went through, as hard as it was, and you made it, you can probably make it through the next thing. So yes, definitely get on and let us know what you would like to talk about or what type of tutorials you would like. We've been watching mystery box tutorials. I am still out on whether I believe that to be true or not. There was one video that, like Angel said, we believe it might be true because it scared the living crap out of the man because he got it from the dark web. And it scared him so bad, I believe he took it to the police, and he never ever got another mystery box. Now, some people on there are getting them and acting like they're all spooked out and scared, but then they're buying more and more. So I'm not for sure. I myself just don't see having $150 to throw into a box that I have no idea what we're going to get. And as LaDonna said, if there's people out there crazy enough to do that, we should start going through our house and making up little mystery boxes for people. No, that's insane. I wouldn't mind a makeup mystery box. Now, I think that would be really cool. But again, it would depend on the cost. If anyone would like to see or knows of a place that I can get a makeup mystery box, I would be willing to open it for you all online and use some of the products in a makeup tutorial. All right, folks, as they say, it's time for the old millstone to close. It's time for everybody to get it ready and call it a night. So, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications so that you can know when one of us have uploaded a video. That helps Angel too, because sometimes she don't know we're uploading videos. So again, this is NaCole, N-A-C-O-L-E, just in case anyone out there wonders. I hate it when it's misspelled. And I am part of Reb's community.